Welcome to another episode of building a USSD application using HelloDuty. So far, we have seen how simple it is to build a USSD application that determines if a user is already a contact on the HelloDuty CRM. If they are not a contact, goes ahead to ask them to register by collecting their first name, last name, email, validating that email, and creating a contact on HelloDuty. Then we proceeded to ask either the user who's registered or a new user to book an appointment. And finally, we saw how to save those responses into an Excel sheet and download that CSV onto our computer for either export or further manipulation, maybe to draw graphs or have fun with data. In this episode, we're just going to be saving that data into a third-party system. In the next episode, we'll be seeing how to get data from a third-party system in order to consume in our flow. If you haven't watched the last two episodes, I'll advise you to watch the first one and the second one. The second one being very interesting because you'll be able to see how to take a shortcut. And we are going to jump straight into it. We are going to assume you have already watched the second episode, which is very important. And down in the description, you'll find the tools and instructions on how to skip to this video directly from without watching episode 1 or episode 2. In a previous episode, we built this appointment booking USSD. We assumed this is maybe for a tire exchange expert, it could be that, or it could be just for a demo where we are going to be visiting this client on the date that they provided us in order to do something. It could be to install internet, to fix their light bulb, to do plumbing, whatever for a small business. So what we started with is we built this block here, this formula block. We understood what a formula block does. It helps us execute some programmatic languages. In this one, what we're doing is we are checking whether there is a system provided phone number, aka the user dialed the code and we got a phone number, or if not, we are going to provide a test phone number. This test phone number. And this test phone number is located under execution variables in test here. So that helps us then to query our HelloDuty CRM to check whether this contact already exists. The next formula compares and checks the length of the results that were returned from the contact block. If that's greater than 0, we return a value of yes or no. Next, if they return a value of no, we ask the user to register by collecting their first name, last name, email. Then we save that data on HelloDuty so that the next time they come onto the system, we are able to get a value of yes here, and we'll go ahead and welcome them and ask them to book an appointment. Finally, we created a formula so that we can save this in our responses. This is all the way in episode 1. You can see how that was done. Next, we ask them to book an appointment date. They booked the appointment date. We also discussed how to do error handling there, and we finished our flow by saying, yeah, thank you. We'll visit you then. So in today's episode, we are going to be sending this data to a third-party system. Our third-party system today, we are going to be using webhook.site. To go to webhook.site, type on your URL, webhook.site. You should find a link in the description below. And it will generate for you automatically a new URL that you can use. So we are going to take this URL and we just click on it to copy it. And we'll go back to HelloDuty. Then we'll go to process blocks, scroll the first result, which is Webhook. And we'll be looking to send all this data right here under the menu block. So just before they go to the finish, we'd like to just post this data to our third-party system. Leave authorization blank, we have not set up any, and we'll paste that URL here. Next, no headers, it doesn't require any authentication, so we're going to skip that bit. And we'll go to add parameter. So here in add parameter, I would like to capture their name, here, name. And for this, I'll scroll down to where we have the name formula. So I'm using this name formula here that has been generated. And we can see it's a combination of contact name, if they already exist, Otherwise, we are going to template a new name, first name and last name. So we're going to compose that to form a secondary name. So we have the name sent there, and we'd also like to see when they booked an appointment. So this is appointment, and for this, we'll just select book appointment. And that's it. So now we can save this, and let's wait for that. And now it's saved. So let's test it and see whether we'll be able to see a result here in webhook.site. So it detected that we already registered. I'll go ahead and select one to book appointment. When we do like a house visit, this is 02nd of 04th, 2024. Enter. Sure. So this says, so this did fire. So ignore this because this was expecting a result, but it did fire and we see our result was sent there. So that's great. So that's how you are able to add an endpoint to HelloDuty so that you can be able to receive information or data. We're going to try something else, form data, and we're going to see how that is going to be converted automatically by HelloDuty. So let's see. So here we had this format. It came into this format. You can see this is a very nice JSON structure, and the content type was application JSON. But your third-party system could be expecting this data in a different format. So that format that's going to be expecting is form data. So we are going to save that and run test again. So click on start test. One, book appointment. When would you like to book a house visit? 04th of 2024. Enter. Cool. Right again, right on point. And this time we see a new, application, new request was made, and that's form data. All that's done for us automatically on HelloDuty. And that's amazing.